Questions, please. Okay, raise your hand and identify yourself. Okay, Professor Chaudhary.
So, Ramchandran from this department. Dr. Dangi, so it's very wonderful talk. So congratulations, and also very in-depth, and also very thought-provoking. So thanks so much. So actually, there are so many queries with me that I can always communicate with you through emails, because I know those things, the problems. And also we have a nice guest, very relevant guest president here from Ministry of Environment. But anyway, so a couple of things. Personally, I agree with all those things that you have presented. A couple of things more. So, when I started also reading those things, because I am not a solid risk management expert, but rather a biologist, I started thinking, and also from the policy perspective, because I have some experience of this national crime commission. So, my personal view also came one thing, raised one thing that, do really the people of the bureaucrats and politicians of this country like this problem to solve? So that was one very interesting query for me. Because the politicians, the politics starts from this online training side. And then governance starts from those things. So that is another very interesting thing that can be looked upon. So do the bureaucrats and politicians who really want those things to be solved? But also a couple of things like you mentioned in the last one, that is probably the best solution, that how organic things can be recycled and other things. But look, the policy also comes here that if those people who collect those garbages, like say for example the iron rods or other things, and when they start taking from one place to another or from one district to another, they have to pay money for bringing from one place to another. Policymakers or planners don't think that they are searching the best thing, that they are doing all those things and carrying those things for reuse, but rather they put a heavy tax on that one. So such things are also happening in those things. And then finally, just one query that, so last slide was very interesting. Where should we take emphasis on, whether on policy or on technology? And probably also another third thing to be added, I don't know, ethics. Basics. So those are some of my queries only. And thanks so much for such a nice presentation.
Are you asking me a question, Dr. Chaudhary, about the blame be divided between politicians or elsewhere?
Yeah.
Over the years of working here in Nepal since 1998, I've built this very conducive relationship with a different level of people in the compartment. And I just speak up with my mind. When I was here in January, I had a time to sit down with the Prime Minister in Nepal. Also this time with some of the candidates for the Prime Minister's positions also. And I expressed this country. There's such a different level of bureaucracy in the country. And I'm a researcher, I have my own obligation to do, and I have my students to bring funding and to tackle this here in the developing country. So, a good leader is the one who can break or make the culture. If they are not doing it by setting example, I cannot say much. Look at President Obama, and we can talk about, President Obama and Arnold Schwarzenegger in my state. And we can see two different extremes here. So, I think definitely there is something that we need to do for our national planning. You know that the war between exchange of, between Ministry of Finance, that controls the purse. They make the plan. Why let them make the plan if they don't control the purse? So, remember Yadav Prasad Panch, going back all the way to 1960 from BP Koirala's BP Koirala's administration. The war, basically the rivalries between Ministry of Finance. Then Bhegwadu Thapa came in he did his PhD in national planning in Nepal 1965 and to 1980. So we've got to restructure the way we make the plan in this country, and we've got to have, you can talk about people being ignorant, people not being aware of all this, but until and unless there is a civility on the top level, I don't think it's going to solve any kind of soon. When I talk about solid waste management, everything that's supposed to go right has gone on in the case of solid waste management here in Kathmandu. And it doesn't help for me to share that much. It's gotta be fixed. But if I try to solve the whole problem, it might require 5 to 6 times as much work to tackle this issue. So in the given political context and in the scenario we are in here in Kathmandu, this is the solution.
Okay, question from Dr. Hatch.
Okay, Professor Dangi, I am Dr. Bhatt, Head of Department of Microbiology. So I have been involved in teaching and research in these areas, environmental microbiology, leachate quality, solid waste quality, and your data shows that BOD is depleting in Kathmandu, especially in the river. Okay. As far as your prescriptions are concerned, okay, I agree or disagree. I can't say that there are two schools of thoughts whether we can use modern equipments, modern technologies to clean this city as developed country has done, or we should go back and do some reorganization using traditional technology. But in the future, if you are interested to collaborate with this university, with technical personnel or scientists, and I am interested that you have just shown that we can organize some of the groups like in ward level or BDC level everywhere. But your research does not show that we have one more problem, that is water scarcity, our dirty streets, and then households are also...
What is scarcity, I'm sorry?
Water scarcity, we have drinking water scarcity and household potable water scarcity everywhere. And I think that has also some impact on this hazardous generation of waste or chaos of waste management. And second is that, as you have told that the landfill sites which should be nearer to Kathmandu city, so it is very smaller. From one point of view, it is obvious that people seek that traditional habits, that we do not need some of the aromas or you say that dirty smells around, like some of the stations were closed, like Sundari Ghat. Okay, Sundari Ghat or Bhaktapur, and there will be some of the oppositions from the local community also. So there should be some prescriptions we have given that how to mobilize those communities. We need small stations. Even for Tepu station, to have some of the oppositions that should not be kept inside the heart of the city. And second is that the segregation process. We have segregation process which is haphazardly done everywhere, every place. Even if you organize these puchikas and other collectors and so on, well trained, they will not, I think, do very properly. I think there should be the mix-up. I agree with you that mix-up of the technology which developed country uses modern equipment which are like dumped, some of the Indian assistance equipment, Japanese assistance equipment, or in the future also our politicians or our prime minister will visit somewhere, they will have a collaboration with big municipalities, they will know their assistance, they will seek for their assistance. We should accept that also. Besides that, this new age, like solid waste management and Tribhuvan University students, they can collaborate with you if you are interested in the quality of solid waste. Still it is, I suppose every year or every month it is changing. Even in the river quality also, like seasonal variations is there. So all average data you have shown. But as far as our methodologies are concerned, if you have brought your own reagents, chemicals or BOD meter, or even there is a problem in dilution of the water, leachate, everything, the mechanisms as far as I see. So more accuracy or 2 years more study should be needed in the future. And I hope that your presentation has also given us some of the thoughts that we should also think of our city. But as far as I am also living nearby this Balku area, where few years ago there was a dumping site, still people dump above that dumping area. So how to tackle those problems? Socially also, how to change their habits? Maybe you need some assistance from other departments of the government, like you have blamed, not blamed, I can say, you have just shown the clear picture. Those are corruptions, there are some misuse of fundings and so on. But as far as education, school education, these things also, if you can just enhance your project, that will be okay. And I have no specific questions regarding your things which you have presented, those were based on your data, your good research, and every fact is shown very clearly and thought-provoking also. Thank you very much.
Well, Dr. Bhatt, thank you very much for your comments and suggestions. The study was only done for one of the issues that is solid waste management. That's why I didn't go so much into water. I have another project that I've been working with you, which is the integrated water management for a long time. I was in Colorado at Johns Hopkins. I'm still working with Professor Kathmandu right now. So that is two in line. One, I have been working with solid waste since 2004-05. There's another project in water, we can talk about that separately. But this was specifically at Johns Hopkins, only working with solid waste again, and it ended in January 2009. So, as far as you were all host of other things, and along with that you mentioned, I think land near to the city. I didn't say near to the city. First of all, I mean a roll-out landfill, you know. We do United States Environmental Protection Agency, integrated waste management, source reduction, recycling, composting, waste to energy or transformation, and final deposition. Those are the highlights. So land becomes the last thing. Right? We can get by without landfill. Always have to cancel. That's what I would. So the government has already invested so much in Bansaredana. Not, I'm not talking about this to make Bansaredana landfill better or whatever. I'm talking about if they can do. If you go to Delaware solid waste output in Delaware, the smallest of Delaware, they hardly have any piece of land. But they have one of the state-of-the-art technology labs in Delaware. If you ever go to the United States, visit that lab. So it can be done to upkeep with the post-closure activity and some sort of processing over there, just for residual waste. All this is so much money in the infrastructure. But that cannot be done. We still cannot rule out land. Landfills are engineered facilities. Nobody needs them, but everybody, nobody wants them in their backyard, but everybody needs them. It's a need, not in my backyard. So we cannot get it up. But if we need one, then we should request a foreign aid and keep every single penny throughout the period, the public hearing and transfer, holding the transfer at the top. So one regional land for the whole of Kathmandu. It doesn't have to be a city of Kathmandu, just one regional land if we need it. Okay? That's what I mean. As far as working with your institution, that's why I'm here. I'm working with some of the NGOs also, and I look forward to that.
Thank you. There's a question from that's right.
Thank you, Doctor. First, I will share something happened yesterday in our Constitutional Assembly. One of the Constitutional member, he put a condition for the support of the party, and he was I forgot the name of the party, but he said that he will support unless and until the governing party will ensure that they will not give solid waste management to the private party. So I just wanted to say. So, I mean, my next query is a kind of your prescription on the same issue, giving it to the private party. And I want to give an example of what happened to Birgan's sugar factory a few years back. So, Birgan's sugar factory, they used to give certain amount of money to the farmer for every kg of the sugarcane they produced. And it was around, at that time, it was around 20 rupees per kg. And after the closure of the Birgan sugar factory, which was the which had the government investment, and then came the private sugar factories, and they bargained with the farmers, and they gave them around 12 rupees per kg of the sugarcane they produced. So